Hi everyone, and welcome to your July energy reading. We're going to be looking at each week. There's actually 5 weeks in July here. We're going to be starting the 1st to the 5th, okay? We're going to pull 3 cards for each week and just get a general overview of the energy that may be coming in and around you. And again, time is fluid, so, something I may mention in a set of cards in the second week could already be happening for you now or at the beginning of July. So you know what? Just take that as it resonates. But let's get going. Let's see what we have for that first week, July 1st to 5th, the Tuesday to the Saturday. Okay, we have the Chariot. I like that. Let's get another card with it. The King of Cups. Okay, he looks happy. So I feel like that is good. All right, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I feel what I want to say here for that first week of July for you all, that this is something that maybe there's something that maybe you've been hanging on to, okay? You've been hanging on to it. Whether, I'm going to just say it because the word has popped into my head. So for some of you, this may resonate. Or maybe you've been a little stingy about something, or you've been withholding something for a, I only want it to benefit me reason, okay? It could be money, it could be other things. It'll be different for everyone, and it can be in different areas of your life, all right? But what I want to say, I'm just looking at this King of Cups, and normally I feel I would read it differently, but the first thing that came in was just, he's celebrating, he's happy, look, everything's going good. So whatever this is, it's going to be coming in and around you in that first week of July. It's going to ask you right now, with a clear path, with being able to look ahead and see big picture, okay, here with this Chariot card, sooner than later, you've got to let go of something. And the minute that you're able to let go of it or share it with others or whatever it may be, that is where the celebration comes from. That is where the emotional fulfillment comes from. That is where maybe the calmness, the coolness, the collectedness will come from. Whatever it is, it's going to work out for you in the best of ways. But it's something that's going to require fast action or fast movement on your part. Okay? So let's keep, and it could have something to do with money because it is the Pentacles. Maybe it's you have been holding back spending money on something that you need to spend money on, and you don't really want to, but if you do, it's going to bring happiness, fulfillment, all of that sort of thing in, okay? It's going to bring celebration of some sort in, all right? So let's move to that second week, the 6th to the 12th. Okay, and we had 2 cards come out. Let's get one more. All right, let's get one more here. We'll take that one. Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the 5 of Wands. That second week, that second week, there is definitely something that you need to make a decision about, okay? I feel like there's something that you want to do. For some of you, it could have to do with travel. And that can be long distance or short distance. Look, it could be from you live in one city and where you're going to is another city within a few hours or close by, all right? But there is a decision that you have to make. I just want to look at this card close up. The letter M could be important, or the letter W could be important to someone. I feel like this is also something that you've been wanting to do, that you've been longing to do, that you have been slowly making plans towards for some time. You have been able to, here with the Page of Cups, realize this is something that calls to you on an emotional level, that this is something new for you, maybe something you haven't done before. Maybe this trip in some way in this second week or this travel is going to spark something on a creative level for you or bring a new creative idea to you. It could just be asking that, you know what, for some people, there's just all kinds of things coming in here. For some people, this could be a trip that you make all the time. But for whatever reason this week, okay, or this trip is going to help you to see something differently that you've never seen before, whether it's emotionally or creatively, it's going to be something new. So just keep that in mind. Something's going to come about in that way. And I also feel that maybe with this trip as well, it can go one of two ways, or not one of two ways, sorry, but rather for different people watching. See here with the Five of Wands, it can be read in one of two ways. You can either be having, I call it, just this silly, stupid, crazy, insignificant, pain in the butt type of arguments and disagreements with people, okay? The other way it can be read is this is you learning from others, you're training, you're practicing, you're, like I said, learning from others. I feel for different people, it can be in different ways. Maybe this travel that you're going to do or that you've been planning to do helps to take care of those petty battles. Maybe there's a discussion that needs to be had, something needs to be talked about, and it's going to bring in a new emotional time for everyone involved. Okay. And for others of you, maybe you're taking this trip or planning this excursion to get away from the bee at the picnic, the bee in your soda, the ant at your picnic, as I usually say. I got it mixed up. So I feel like it could be twofold for people here. Now, the other thing I want to mention to everyone watching is, you know what? One of these cards could be the message for you. You've come to this reading. You were led here to hear the message that I just talked about making the plans to travel. For some of you, you'll find that this all ties in, okay? Because maybe you've been holding on to some hurtful or grudgeful feelings over here. And it's time to, like I said, it needs to happen now. You need to go now. Celebration will be at the end. We can tie it all together. You can take them individually. But let's keep going here. Let's go to the third week, which is the 13th to the 19th. What do we have there? We have the Page of Swords. Okay. We have the Lovers. All right. Oh, and actually, you know what? I'm not going to take both of those. No, I'm just going to take one. Let's try this again. And the Four of Cups. All right. Now, I never like to dismiss the Lovers as love, because maybe for some of you, this could be about relationships, whether they're platonic, whether they're romantic, okay? It could be a partnership in marriage, all right? It could be a partnership in business. But it can also talk about something that you just love, something that you feel drawn to, something that you, just feel is part of you, something that you love to do, okay? But here's the thing. Whatever this is, whether it be in relationship, like I said, romantic or otherwise, you're clear and you're focused, okay? Look, he's pulling that arrow out and he is ready to release towards the target, So maybe for some of you, you're finally going to get the nerve up to ask that person out. Doesn't matter who's asking, but it could be something like that. Or maybe someone's getting the nerve to ask you out for coffee or whatever it may be, a dinner. For others of you, it's finally being focused and taking aim at what it is that you love, that what it is that you are drawn towards. Maybe you have been sitting and, someone has been trying to get you to do it now or offering you ideas or ways to do it now for some time, and you've just been ignoring it. I feel like this third week is you finally getting focused and taking aim and going after it. Again, if we're talking about this in a romantic or even platonic way, it could be someone who's been offering you that, well, here it's a seashell, but I wanted to say that rose, right? If we think of the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, someone's been trying to hand you the rose and you've been ignoring it. All right. Someone's been trying to hand you, it could even be the olive branch, which could tie back into here as well. And you've been ignoring it, but you're going to take it and go, right? You're clear about it now. Whatever it is, I feel like someone's been trying to offer you something to do with it, and you've been ignoring it or not acknowledging it until now. And now is the time. Look, the sun's rising. I want to say it's rising. Back here, you could say it's setting. So maybe the sun is setting on whatever it is that you've been ignoring, or what it is, or why it is that you have not been receiving that in. Okay. So interesting week. It can go, different ways for different people. Let's go into the fourth week, that 20th to the 26th. Let's see here. Oh, too many. Let's see what we can get for here. And as I always say again, I'll keep repeating it. You can take one of these messages on one of the cards or one of the groups 1 week, or you can see that maybe they are somehow all tying together, right? He's focused and he's ready to go. The plans are being made, okay? First card out, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Well, I love that because the Ace of Pentacles, aces are always a new start in some way. This could be a new way to bring abundance into your life. This could be a new way to bring money into your life, a new way to earn money, a new way to save money. It could be a new job, okay? It could be a promotion. All right, let's get another card to go with it. The Eight of Wands, and let's get, that's fast moving too, so I like that. And I'm going to tell you what just popped into my head when I saw that card. Okay, and the Nine of Pentacles. I love this. For some of you, you could be investing in a new home or a new place to live. Okay? For whatever reason, this is just reminding me of like a teepee. Okay? The Eight of Wands is normally, those wands are fast moving. They are with purpose, which I want to say this would be if it were to be a home, right? It's there, it's made with purpose. And it is something that you have been planning for. Again, we're back to the planning. Maybe you're going to look at houses. That's what this could be. But your planning is somehow bringing this new Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning in a sense to you. Could it have to do with the home? Possibly. For some of you, it's bringing this new opportunity to you faster than you may realize. Look, we have the Chariot up here. We now have the Eight of Wands. You've got some fast moving energy this July, okay? And whatever it is, this is something that you have been working towards. This is something that you've achieved on your own. It doesn't mean that other people haven't helped you along the way or anything like that. It just means you know that you put the hard work in and now you're reaping the reward of that hard work. So whether for some of you, if it has been saving, and now you have the opportunity to go out and purchase something, or you have been studying and learning and gaining experience, and now it's time to get that new job or to move 1 or 2 rungs up the ladder. Whatever it is, it's something that you have worked towards, and you are able to sit back, I'm going to say, and you should be very proud of yourself for what it is that you've accomplished. And maybe it will be sitting in that new house, or sitting at that new desk, or something good that's going to be coming in, and you're going to look back and say, wow, I manifested that. I worked hard towards that, and it has come true for me. Okay, now let's look at the last week. Okay, it's a shorter week, the 27th to the 31st. Let's see what we may have there for you. Okay, we have the Emperor. All right. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, what I want to say about this is this final week in July, look, you are going to be coming into your power. You're going to be standing in your power. You are going to be the Emperor, the King of Kings. You're going to rule the roost, rule your kingdom. You are going to be the leader in your own life. So is something happening here where you're stepping up even into a leadership role in some way? Whatever it is with the Four of Swords, I feel like, again, it's maybe been a long time coming. Like you have been almost laying in wait. Here with the Four of Swords, it's kind of taken that time out. It's getting very clear about what it is that you're going to do, that you're going after, how you're going to deal with the situation, whatever it may be in your life. I feel like you have taken the time, and now is the time for you to stand up and be the one in charge, maybe the one that other people go to here. Okay? And with the Queen of Wands, I'm going to say in this last week, interesting, it could have to do with a couple. Maybe this Emperor and the Queen of Wands are a power couple, so to speak, or a couple of people that are going to help you with this. That could also be something. There's something that you are working maybe with 2 other people on, and now's the time to stand up and I want to say announce it, or let everyone know, let the world know. It could be that for some people. Oh, I'm getting a few different ones on this. This may be something that you have been really passionate about and that you have been driven to and determined to succeed at. And you've been out blazing your own trail with something. And you've just been laying in wait again for the time to be right. You can see how this could tie into the other weeks as well for you to step up and be large and in charge. All right, this is everything that I have for you for the July energy reading. I hope that it does resonate in some way, and have a wonderful July, and I will see you in one of my other readings.